Okay, in this part, people are talking about different advertisements. Let's listen how they feel about it. Listen, please. Number.
Page 77. Rhythm and intonation. Exercise.
Number 19.
Page 77. Page 78. Grammar Spotlight. Exercise A. Read the interviews. Notice the spotlighted grammar.
What's the most annoying commercial or ad you've ever seen? That would be the toothpaste ad they keep playing on my favorite music station. It's loud and obnoxious and
It was loud and obnoxious. It means very bad, terrible.
totally gets on my nerves.
Annoys me. Gets on my nerves means annoys me.
I hate to be forced to listen to a dumb ad over and over.
Dumb ad, it means crazy form of ad. Terrible form of advertising.
It just drives me crazy. Nadia Basri, English teacher. Aman Jordan. What's the funniest ad you've ever seen?
There's this one really funny TV commercial for a language school. This cat sticks its claw into a goldfish bowl. Suddenly, the goldfish starts barking like an angry dog, and the terrified cat runs away. The words, "It never hurts to know another language," appear on the screen. It just cracks me up every time I see it. I enjoy being entertained like that.
It just cracks me up. It means makes me happy. I want to laugh when I see that. And being entertained, it means have fun.
Alex Winston, architect, Busan, South Korea.
What's the most interesting ad you've ever seen?
An ad I saw yesterday really blew me away. There's this company that produces sports drinks. Their ad presents actual statistics of how the drink enhances athletic performance. It was so convincing, I totally forgot it was an ad. Like most people, I resent simply being sold to and really appreciate being informed about a product's benefits. Ads like that can really build goodwill for a product.
Yeah.
Teresa Selden, advertising executive, Minneapolis, USA.
For example, I saw yesterday really advertisement which blew me away. It means it attracts me. It was amazing, attract me. Convincing somebody, persuading or motivating you to watch it. Being informed, having information about something.
What's the most touching ad you've ever seen?
Actually, there's a billboard for a tablet that I see on my way to work. It shows this elderly woman having a video chat with her daughter and brand new granddaughter.
Brand new granddaughter. Here it means brand new granddaughter. It means her granddaughter was up to date, a modern girl.
The tablet and the video chat are obviously something really new for the grandma. I'm not an emotional guy, but
Emotional guy, a guy who is sensitive and shows feeling.
this app just hits me in the heart and chokes me up.
Chokes me up. It means I wanted to cry. I was so sad after watching it. It was so touching. Um, I wanted to cry.
I know it's just an ad, but once in a while it doesn't hurt to be reminded about the important things in life. Marco Teixeira, medical student, Fortaleza, Brazil.
Okay, to be reminded, it means to think about something. Okay, read this part. Record your voice and send it to me, please. Let's go to this part. We are going to match the words and phrases and definitions. It blows me away. It blows me away. It amazes me. Amazes me. It is amazing. It amazes. It gets on my nerves. Look at here. It gets on my nerves. It annoys me. Where is it? It annoys me. It cracks me up. It cracks me up. Here. It makes me want to laugh. It chokes me up. It makes me feel like crying. Okay, I did it. You take a photo and send it to me. Let's go to passive form of gerund and infinitives. Okay, look at here. I don't like being forced to watch commercials. Uh, First of all we have passive form صورت مجهول جمله. وقتی فایل رو مفعول رو به جای فایل میاریم وقتی میخوایم تاکید بیشتری کنیم رو انجام کاری. Okay. Use passive form of gerund being plus past participle or an infinitive to be plus past participle. I don't like being forced to watch commercials. دوست ندارم منو مجبور کنن که تبلیغات تلویزیون رو نگاه کنم. After like we should use gerund. بعد از like میتونیم هم از gerund استفاده کنیم، یعنی هم از صورت ing دار هم از صورت to be to دار. اوکی؟ الان اینجا صورت ing داره، اینجا میریم از صورت to دار یا infinitive استفاده میکنیم. به صورت های ing دار گفتم میگیم gerund، حالت ساده ترین حالت فعل به اضافه ing بهش میگیم gerund. I don't like being forced شکل سوم فعل forced ed گرفته to watch commercials. Susan hates not being told. This is a negative form. حالت منفیشه. بعد از hate هم از being میتونیم استفاده کنیم. از حالت gerund میتونیم استفاده کنیم. being رو نوشته be به اضافه ing told past participle form of the verb tell. صورت سوم فعل tell هست که اینجا نوشته. حالت منفی هم not رو میاریم قبل از being. Infinitive. We would like to be called when it goes on sale. ما دوست داریم که بهمون خبر بدن، تماس بگیرن وقتی که حراج بشه. We would like. بعد از would like or like we can use infinitive. میتونیم از حالت مصدر یا to دار استفاده کنیم. This is to be called. To be آورده to plus be. We call it infinitive. بهش infinitive یا مصدر گفته میشه. بعدش هم حتما باید شکل پس پارتیسیپل یا شکل سوم که ایدی اینجا گرفته آورده بشه. We would like to be called when it goes on sale. به شما خبر داده بشه. یه نفر دیگه به ما خبر داده بشه. بده که به این میگیم جمله پسیو یا مجهول. They were angry not being told by the meeting about the meeting. اونها عصبانی بودن که در مورد جلسه بهشون چیزی گفته نشده بود. پس یه نفر این کار رو انجام نداده بوده. They were angry. This is the object in place of subject. مفعول جمله است که به جای فاعل جمله به کار گرفته شده. بعد از angry میتونیم از infinitive یا مصدر استفاده کنیم. شکل سوم فعل هم اینجا نوشته شده tell, told. شکل سوم فعل هست. When you want to make it's a question form. Do you enjoy being entertained? Do you? Question in negative form. Don't you resent being required to watch ads? Doesn't your sister? For your sister, she we use does. Negative form. Doesn't your sister want to be called by first name? Who like being shown commercial every few minutes? Where do you like being seated in a restaurant? Where? Who, WH form, questions. So be careful about using them. Let's go to grammar part. I think complete the conversation with passive gerund or infinitive. Based on these two parts, we are going to fill in the blanks. I think people enjoy being informed about new products. After enjoy, we should use ing form. بعد از enjoy, gerund یا ing form. I think people enjoyed being informed about the products. جلسه قبل گفتم یه سری فعلا هست که باید حتما بعدشون gerund بیاد، یه سری فعلا هست حتما بعدشون infinitive بیاد، یه سری فعلا هست که بعدشون هم میتونیم gerund حالت ing دار یا infinitive حالت to دار جمله رو بیاریم. اینا رو باید حفظ کنید، memorize them and be careful about them. True, but I don't want to be treated. After want we should use infinitive. To be treated as if I don't know anything. بعد از want حتما فعل به صورت to دار میاد. to be treated. اینجا رو نگاه کنید. to be treated حتما to بعد ساختار be بعدم treated شکل سوم treat هست که ایدی گرفته رو استفاده میکنه. I don't like to be shown pictures of suffering animals in ads for animal charity. I agree. I'm happy to be asked to contribute just based on the facts. I don't need to be shown pictures. This midnight sale is going to be great. Don't you love being given a chance to get everything a half price? After love, we should use ing form. بعد از love میتونیم از ساختار ing form استفاده کنیم. Don't you love being given a chance؟ بهتون این فرصت داده بشه. دوست نداریم بهتون این فرصت داده بشه. To get everything half price. Okay, for the rest of part, do this part. Take a photo and send it to me, guys. Grammar part, rewrite each sentence using passive gerund or infinitive to replace the underlined word. Don't use by a phrase. I don't remind when advertisement inform me about new products. I don't remind being informed about new products. I can't understand advertisers forcing me to watch ads over and over again. I can't stand being forced to watch ads over and over again. I resent when companies telling me. I resent being told that I shouldn't buy another company's product. We can't tolerate telemarketers calling us while we are eating dinner. We can't tolerate to be called while we are eating dinner. So we have done this part based on these two boxes. Very important. Pay attention, please. Let's go to the next part. Complete the chart with ads you are familiar with. With the advertisement, for example. An advertisement that is interesting for you. Write the name of the advertisement or type of product and what is the type of advertisement. For example, there is an advertisement. There is a shampoo, and in this part, I remember that who was that tennis player? For example, there was a watch, and Andre Agassi was advertising that watch. It was really interesting for me. I write about it. An advertisement that cracks me up. It was funny. Write about it. An advertisement that gets on my nerves. It annoyed you. Blows me away. It was amazing for you. An advertisement that shocked me up. Made you cry. Advertisement that drives me crazy. It means it was annoying for you. Okay, I'll write the information here. For example, there was a TV commercial for shampoo that really gets on my nerve. It was irritating. I'm sick of being forced to watch it over and over. Okay, you can explain it and write the information in this part. Take a photo and send it to me. Okay, there is a text here. We are going to listen. After listening, actually I'm going to explain it. And then we are going to answer these questions. Be careful about these phrases inside the text. We are going to find them and work on them.
Page 70.
Wait a minute, please.
In what ways is compulsive shopping a problem?
Compulsive shopping, an addiction or just something to get under control?
Compulsive, it means something that you are forced to do. Somebody or yourself make yourself buy something. You see, you cannot control yourself, and you have to buy something even if you do not need it.
For some people, shopping is a favorite pastime and harmless as long as they have the money to pay for their purchases.
Purchase something, it means something that you can buy. Purchase means buying, and purchase here as a noun, it means product that you want to buy.
For others, unfortunately, shopping can spiral out of control and become as serious as other destructive addictions like alcoholism, drug abuse, and compulsive gambling. Research has shown that compulsive shopping, like other addictions, causes the physical effect of a high when brain chemicals such as endorphins and dopamine are released.
Okay, I told you compulsive means you are made um, doing something. For example, you make yourself to buy. You make yourself buy something even if it is expensive and you do not need it. Physical effect of a high. It means for example, high pressure or high amount of endorphin in your body. It means increase something, go up.
This causes the addict to feel pleasurable sensations. These sensations make shopping hard to resist and thus the habit hard to kick.
Hard to resist, it means hard to avoid, prevent, stop something. It is hard to stop it.
What are the warning signs of a shopping addiction, or as it is sometimes called, shopaholism?
Shopaholism, it's a kind of shopping. So, for example, there is a person who makes himself buy things. He doesn't have any control on buying. When you see something, you make yourself buy it without any control, even if it is very expensive, and even if you do not need it, you make yourself buy it. It is called shopaholism.
First, just as alcoholics tend to hide their bottles, shopaholics commonly hide their purchases.
Hide their bottles, increase the number of the purchases.
Shopaholics often lie to people and their families about how much money they've spent. Second, the problem is long lived or chronic, meaning that
The problem is chronic. It means it takes too much time. For a long time, you have to spend time with it. It stays with you for a long time. مزمن مثل بیماری های مزمن that are for a long time you are living with them.
behavior doesn't occur just once or twice a year. Rather, it's a continuous problem that repeats itself over and over. Third, shopaholics, like many people, purchase items on impulse. But unlike normal people, who sometimes splurge and pick up an impulse item like a sweater they don't need, shopaholics might buy 10.
Splurge something. I told you, splurge something. It means you buy something freely, spend money.
Fourth, as with any addiction, a problem exists when the behavior has obvious consequences. Going into debt, going shopping instead of taking care of family or work responsibilities, or uncontrollable spending that may deprive others in the family of money needed for other things. What can true shopaholics do to get help? For some, self-help and group programs can be effective. For others whose addiction results from underlying depression, seeing a psychotherapist or a physician can help.
Psychotherapist is a doctor who is expert in advising you about your difficulties in making decision and mind difficulties. Actually, an advisor.
Reducing the need to shop compulsively. Thankfully, many people are able to splurge or buy things on impulse from time to time without being addicts. However, if you are concerned you may be a compulsive shopper, here are some tips that can help. Shop with a list. It keeps you focused on the things you really need and want, and it ensures that you don't get distracted by impulse items and go overboard, buying a lot of unneeded things. Avoid sales, coupons, and special offers. Spending any money on something you don't need is overspending, even if it's a bargain. Remember, special offers are a way for store owners to get you into the store. Follow the thinking time rule. Don't buy anything new on the spot. Make yourself wait a day.
Okay, don't buy anything on the spot. It means immediately. You see something and you just decide on that time you decide and go and buy it without thinking because it is new. Let's go buy it. You see, in this way, immediately go and buy it.
A week or some other amount of time before making a purchase, or do some comparison shopping. You may find you don't want the item after all, or you may find it at a much better price. Always try to be aware of your motivations when you shop. Don't go shopping when you're angry or upset. In the long run, the problem that upset you in the first place will still be there.
Okay. So look at here. There are some words here. Addiction to something means do something over and over again without control. Get something under control. It means you make decision. You see, have control of something, and when you make decision, then do something. A high, I told you here, a high increasing something. A high. I can't find it. Yeah. Increasing the amount of something. Hard to kick, it means hard to control. You cannot stop it. It is hard to stop something. Shopaholic, I told you, shopaholic is here. I told you here, shopaholism or shopaholic. It means you do not have control on buying something. You go into the shop, if something is new, you buy it even if you do not need it and even if it is expensive. Chronic means something that takes for a long time. For a long time it occurs. And splurge, I told you here we have it. Splurge on something. It means spend freely, lots of money. Spend lots of money freely. Go overboard when you say, for example, go overboard, extreme of enthusiasm. You see, you are attracted to something, you cannot control yourself and go and buy it. See, in this way, you have gone overboard. It means you are attracted suddenly to something, you are motivated to buy something. Enthusiasm doesn't allow you not to buy, you have to go and buy it. On the spot, I told you here, I found it on the spot. It means go suddenly and buy something immediately without even thinking about it. Okay, let's go to this part. Answer the questions, provide the details from the article. You still read this article completely, then answer the question. In what ways is compulsive shopping like addiction? Please be specific. You see, in this part, we were talking about alcoholic and shopaholic. You can find the answer here. Why are addictions so hard to overcome? You see, in this part, we have this description about the brain chemicals, endorphin and dopamine. You see, the explanation is here. You can find it and write it. What are some consequences of shopaholism? Read it and find the answers. What is the one possible cause of compulsive shopping on some people? In what way is going overboard occasionally different from a true shopping addiction? You can read the text again. I explained almost all of the parts. Find the answer, write it here, take a photo and send it to me. Okay, look at this bird. There is a questionnaire here. Based on this, you can find what kind of shopper are you. Tick the answer. When you read the sentence, tick the answer. I could sometimes kick myself for how I spend money. It means can't control myself. Can you control yourself? If you can, tick. When I go shopping, I can't resist the temptation. to buy something if you cannot take the answer. I feel uncomfortable, unhappy if I haven't bought anything in a week. For example, if you don't go and buy something in a week, you feel sad. If it is right about you, tick the answer. Okay? Read them and find the answer. If you have more than 1 to 3 answers, it means you are okay, you are great, keep up the good work. And if you have 4 or 5 answers, it's not too bad, you are normal. If you have 6 to 7 answers, it means you sound like trouble, maybe around the corner. You see, you may have trouble. And if you have 8 or 9 answers, it means the situation, there is a red alert, and you are in serious problem. Read them, record your voice and send it to me, and please let me know which one of them are you. Cross it, take a photo and send it. Look at here. Do you think most people tend to go a little overboard with their shopping? Explain the answer. Do you think people should spend money only once on things they need, just the things they need, and never on things they don't need? What do you think? Is it okay to buy on impulse sometimes? To buy something immediately without thinking? Is it okay? What do you think? Explain it completely, read the question and answer the questions, record your voice and send it to me. Thank you very much. You see, there are 8 techniques used by successful advertisement. اینا تکنیک هایی هستش که افرادی که در کار تبلیغات هستن استفاده میکنن تا شما رو جلب کنن به خودشون، نظر شما رو جلب کنن و مجبورت میکنن که بتونید کالایی رو از اونا خریداری کنید. 8 techniques. Number 1. Provide facts and figures. Prove the superiority of a product with statistics and objects. Factual information. Statistics means AMR. They show you the statistical numbers and show you because of the numbers you should buy these product. Convince people jump on the bandwagon. Imply that everyone is using the product and that others should do. For example, they say a lot of people are eating this chocolate, you should do that. You see, it means jump on the bandwagon. Play on people's hidden fears. Imply that a product will protect the user from some danger, which is another form. Or uncomfortable situation. It is another form of advertising. Play on people's patriotism. Imply that buy a product shows love of one country. For example, you love Italy very much and the advertiser shows, for example, this watch is from Italy. Because you love Italy, you go and buy that watch. This is play on people's patriotism. Provide a snob appeal. It implies that the use of product makes the consumer part of elite group. Elite group, it means the best group in each country. For example, they say that if you use this car, it means that you are in the best level of the country's status. Okay, for example, the best people, the best families in the country buy this kind of car. This is an example. Associate positive qualities with a product. Promote a product with words and ideas having positive meaning or associates. For example, you say that this is marvelous kind of ice cream. This is the best delicious form of ice cream. You see, you use some positive words in order to persuade people to buy that product. Provide testimonial. Use a famous person or an average consumer to endorse a product to the consumers, so the consumers want it to. For example, I told you there is a famous football player. I don't know who. For example, Ronaldo. Okay, all of my examples are about Ronaldo. Ronaldo advertises a special kind of shampoo, and all of the young people and teenagers who are Ronaldo's fans go and buy that shampoo. Look at here. A professional soccer player recommends a particular brand of shirt. For example, there are lots of hoodies, for example, are fashionable now. For example, a very famous person, I don't know, Brad Pitt, for example, wears a kind of T-shirt, and because you love him, you go and buy it. Manipulate people's emotion. Use images to appeal consumers' feelings such as love, anger, or sympathy. For example, based on the feeling, you persuade people to buy something. Okay, I explained them completely. You go and find examples in this part. For example, in number 7, provide testimonial. I told you answer is part A. You find the answer, match them, take a photo and send it to me, please. Endorse something. You see, there are some blanks here. We're going to read them and then fill in the blanks based on the words that we have in this box. Let's do it together. Now, for example, personally recommend the product in exchange for payment. Show that something is definitely true, especially providing facts and information. Facts and information, when you give facts and information, which one do you select? Suggest that something is true without saying or showing it directly. And make sure people know about a new product in order to persuade them to buy. Make sure people know about a new product. For example, I told you, endorse something. This is endorsing. Suggest that something is true without pay. Show that something is definitely true. It means proving something. Suggest that something is true without saying or showing directly. It means implying something. Personally recommend a product in exchange for something. Promote something. Okay, let's go to this part. There are 3 advertisements in this page. Yes. There are 3 advertisements here. We are going to listen. You see, these are the techniques that I told you, explain for you. You should write which technique is the advertisement is using in order to persuade you to buy, and write the supporting idea. For example, it's about a shampoo, it's about a drink, it's about a car. What is it? Okay. Let me find it. Which number?
Page 80.
No page. Which page? Oh, page 83. Let me find it. Oh my god. I can't find it.
Page 88.
Oh,
Grammar.
oh. Page 83.
Page 85.
Page 83.
Page 82. Vocabulary.
Page 83.
Page 83.
Oh.
Listen to infer. Exercise C. Listen to each ad. Write 2 techniques from exercise A that the advertiser uses in the ad.
Okay, look at here. These are the techniques that you can write here. For example, which technique are they using? You should write 2 techniques.
Ad number 1.
Honey, you're going to be late for the meeting.
Bye-bye, sweetie.
Bye-bye. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, phew, your breath. I hate to ask you this, but did you remember to brush your teeth this morning?
Sure I did. What's wrong?
You can't go to the meeting like that. You'll lose your job.
Maybe it was something I ate.
Morning mouth, and he didn't even know. Don't let bad breath get in your way. Don't let bad breath spoil your day. Nice Mouth mouthwash 5 times a day will make your breath smell fresh.
Honey, you're going to be late for the meeting.
Take care, sweetie.
Much better.
Thank you, Nice Mouth. Nice Mouth mouthwash. 90% of dentists surveyed worldwide say that regular use of Nice Mouth freshens breath better and longer than other brands. So, what are you waiting for?
Ad number 2.
Picture this. You're at the beach. The sun is shining and there's a cool breeze blowing through your hair. The palm trees are swaying and they're playing your favorite songs. And you're drinking a tall glass of Leon's lemonade. Mm-mm. Talk about paradise.
Hello there,
Aren't you?
Sean Connery. Or maybe you know me better as Bond. James Bond.
You're my favorite actor.
Is that a Leon's lemonade you're drinking?
Yes.
I always drink Leon's lemonade.
Okay, you see he's Sean Connery and they are using this number provide testimonial, a famous person. You are using the famous person in order to advertise. This is one of the techniques. Be
Yeah,
careful.
I have one too.
Of course.
Ah, nice. Very nice.
As I was saying, talk about paradise.
Ad number 3.
You've been working very hard,
Yes, it's true.
and you're ready for something new.
How true.
And you're tired of driving what everyone else is driving.
Very true.
You want to live the good life now,
It's so true.
and you're ready to make your move.
Yes, it's true.
Then isn't it time you drove a Bernard?
A Bernard.
Refined elegance, classic looks, beauty, and grace.
You see, take a look at this part. Classic looks, beauty, and I don't know. You see, you in this part, where is it? Associate with qualities of the product. You see, it's beautiful. It's the best. You see, promote a product with words and ideas that are positive. He's talking positively. He's talking all the best in order to persuade you to buy this car. Here in this part, let's go on.
Not everyone drives.
So, we are using associate positive qualities with the product. This is one of the techniques that they are using for number 3. Let's go.
Bernard, but why shouldn't you? Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Complete this part, take a photo and send it to me. Let's go to this part. You see, there are some ideas here. A car, an airline, drink, smartphone, language school, a brand of toothpaste, any other idea that you have. You select it, write the type of the product, what type of product it is, write it here. Name of the product, for example, the name of the toothpaste is Super Smile, write it here. Type of the advertisement, what type of advertisement was it, write it here, and write which technique, select which technique from this box are you going to use in your advertisement. Okay, this is your advertisement in order to persuade people and motivate them to buy your product. Okay, complete this part, take a photo and send it to me, please. Let's go to writing skills. A summary is a short explanation of main ideas of an article. When writing a summary, include only the author's main point, not your own reactions or opinion. In a summary, be sure to paraphrase what the author said, putting the main idea into your own words. وقتی یه متنی رو خلاصه میکنیم باید دقیقاً مطالب اصلی مورد نظر نویسنده رو بنویسید. ایده ها و نظرات خودتون اصلا مهم نیست، فقط نظرات اصلی نویسنده رو باید خلاصه کنید. This is the summary. خلاصه. Okay? Be sure to paraphrase what the author says. Only the author is the most important person, and put the main ideas. Okay? Use a variety of reporting verbs to paraphrase the writer ideas. از این عبارت ها میتونیم استفاده کنیم تا سامری ایده های یک نویسنده رو بیان کنیم. For example, the report argues that, you can write it here. Doctors believe that, experts explain that, the article states that, the writer points out that, the journalist reports that, the author concludes that. Some other common expressions for reporting another person's ideas. According to Smith, in the writer's opinion, as the article explains from Garcia's point of view. So, look at this part. There are two paragraphs here. For example, number one, research has shown that compulsive shopping, like other addictions, cause the physical effects of a high when brain chemicals such as endorphin and dopamine are released. So, how do you explain it? Based on which one of them are you talking about? For example, the report argues that, write it here and then write the other part. Or according to one of the famous physicians, you can write it. Okay, or the author concludes that this is the conclusion. Or you can say, for example, number two, for other, unfortunately, shopping can spiral out of control, becoming as serious as other destructive addictions like alcoholism, drug abuse, or compulsive gambling. How do you say this? بر چه اساسی هست که شما این پاراگراف رو داری میگید؟ The report argues that بر اساس اون گزارشات داری میگید the doctors believe that پزشکا این بر این اساس معتقدن or the expert says which one of them do you say اگر به هر کدام از اینا رو انتخاب کنید اول عبارت می نویسید و بقیه عبارتی که اینجا هست میشه ادامه نظر اون نویسنده gist of the idea of the writer. Rewrite the paragraphs that begin with first, second, and third in the article on page 80. Turn on page 80, please. Yeah, it's here. In this, yeah, page 80. You see, first, second, third, and fourth. We are talking about these 4 pages, okay? Let me see where is it. Okay. And then in your words, state the main ideas of each paragraph using reporting verbs and expressions suggested in exercise A writing skills. اون 4 تا پاراگرافی که بهتون نشون دادم مد نظر داشته باشید باید بر اساس این عبارات که به اولش اضافه می‌کنید یه سامری از اون متنی که نوشته شده ارائه بدید. For example, the report argues that, take a look at the first paragraph, the page 80, the paragraph which starts with first. Okay? The report argues that, write it here. اون قسمت پاراگراف اول رو میتونید به این اضافه کنید. Or the article states that the second result. The author concludes that چهارمی آخری رو میتونید برای به عنوان نتیجه استفاده کنید. Write it here, complete this part. Take a photo and send it to me, please. Okay, there is a listening part. Listen to each statement and question. Choose appropriate response. Let's listen. What do we have here? Number 4, 23. Let me find it.
Page 85. Exercise A. Listen to each statement or question. Choose an appropriate response. 1.
The ad says the Extra 44 and the L1102 are identical, but that the 1102 is less expensive and doesn't have a super drive. What do you think?
You see, she's comparing them.
2.
If you need a ride, I can drive you to your doctor's appointment. I have some extra time this afternoon.
3.
I'd really like to pay for lunch. I ordered something really expensive.
4.
They say that this bathing suit makes you look 5 kilos thinner and 10 years younger. I'm going to get one.
Okay, we can say, for example, don't fall for it. It's not based on reality. It's not true. So don't fall for it.
5.
So you bought the old model? The new one's coming out next week.
Okay, I know I could kick myself. I can blame myself. I can criticize myself. I made a mistake. On a separate sheet of paper, answer the questions. You see, read the questions. You should answer answers. What always cracks you up when your favorite TV comedy what always cracks you up about your favorite TV comedy or movie? Crack you up? I told you. It means makes you laugh. Okay? Makes you have fun. About your favorite comedy or movie, comedy show on TV. What makes you laugh? Whose music blows you away? Blows you away? I told you. What's the meaning of blows you away? Do you remember? What song shocks you out? Shocks you up? It means makes you cry. Answer. What gets on your nerves about public transportation? Irritates you. Annoys you. Answer the question. Take a photo and send it to me. Complete the statements with passive form of the gerund and infinitive. Take a look at the grammar part that I explained today. We are going to do it based on that. I don't recall to be sent any information. They want to be given more time for the project. They arranged to be taken to the airport. I was disappointed to be told the news. I was disappointed not be told about the news. Not because she was disappointed. She was sad. He risks to be fired from the job, lose the job. We were delighted to be invited for the wedding. Also, you can do them with gerund, but you should check the verbs, be sure about them, write it, fill in the blanks, and send it to me, please. Send it to me, please. On a separate sheet of paper, answer the question. What kind of thing do you like to splurge on? Spend freely. What kind of thing? Have you ever gone a little overboard when you were shopping? What can you resist the temptation to do? Why? Resist, avoid. Because then you can't do anything with it. You have to buy. Answer the question. Take a photo and send it. So these verbs are really important. Complete each statement with the correct form. You see, find the complete meaning of these words in the dictionary. Check them online. You can surf on the net. I don't know. Look them up in your dictionary. Find the meanings. Write it on a piece of paper. Take a photo and send it to me. And fill in the blanks because I remember we answered the question based on this part. You fill in the blanks. Take a photo and send it. Yeah, finished. So let me think. I'm sure Shiny Sea toothpaste is the best. After all, it's being by British actor. It's being endorsed by British actor with gorgeous teeth. What's the name? His name again? So you should fill in the blank. So I told the first one to you. Do this part, take a photo and send it to me. Let's say goodbye. Have a nice time.